Hello, welcome to another adult virtual improv comedy show. For some of these players today, it's their second show. For some, it's their first. And we've got a great show for you. I'm going to tell you some of the games we're going to play in just a moment. But they don't know what suggestions I'm going to give them. So that's where the improv comes in. They know what games they're going to be going into. And speaking of games, today we're going to have a conspiracy theory. Everybody's got those, so it's going to be fun. We have conspiracy theories of all different gamuts, so we're going to hear from those. We got a Poet's Idol, which is our version of American Idol, a little contest where one player will become the Poet's Idol champion. We have an acronym panel. You know what an acronym is, letters that stand for things. We have Judge Judy today, a storyteller, someone who draws a lot of conclusions, and we're going to end with an addiction counsel. So, it's always fun to do these shows. You can see a bunch of our shows up on YouTube, LAC Comedy, and they've got many different teams. They got 11 different teams, but let's find out who's in this team today. Let's start off with the amazing Brady. David, his first show with us.
How you doing, guys?
Sandy. Bobby.
Hi, everyone.
Emily May, first show with us.
Hello.
Hunter. Inger. Janae, her first show with us.
Hey.
And Pinar, her first show with us. So let's just jump right into it, guys. The first game we're going to play is called Conspiracy Theory. I'm going to give each one of you a different conspiracy. So let's get up the amazing Brady right now. Let's click on him and find out what his is. You think the computers are listening to us and watching us. So the camera on your computer, Brady, is watching your every move, and the audio, the microphone, is listening to everything you're doing and then selling it to the government. Okay? Let's now bring up David. David, you think that male people or male men, male women are terrorists. You think they're all terrorists. Okay, have fun with that one. Let's go now to Sandy. Sandy, you think that zombies exist, that zombies are real. Okay. Now let's go to Bobby, or Emily. That's okay. Bring Emily up. Bobby. Okay, let's go to Bobby. Okay, Bobby, you think this is hell. We're living in hell right now. Okay, now we'll bring up the lovely Emily May. And Emily May. Oh, now we keep going. There you. Okay, Emily. Okay, let's go to, you think that aliens are amongst us. Aliens are living amongst us. Okay, now we'll go to Hunter. And Hunter, you think COVID is fake. It's a government conspiracy to keep us all in the house. COVID is fake. Let's bring up now Inger. Inger, you believe that the moon landing was staged. There was no moon landing in 1969. All right, let's bring up Janae. Janae, let's see. Janae, you think that the world is flat. You think the world's flat. It's not round. And now we'll finally bring up Pinar, who thinks that global warming is fake. There is no global warming. Okay? So welcome to our conspiracy theory. Today I brought in different conspiracy theorists from all around the globe. I have 9 of them here. Each one of them truly believes their conspiracy theory is real. And that's why I want to bring them on here and kind of question them a little bit and find out why they believe this. So let's bring all our conspiracy theorists in. I'll start with Zip. So Zip thinks that the computers are watching us, they're listening to us. Even when you close your computer, somehow they listen to us. And when the camera's available, it's watching us. Zip, why do you think that?
It's pretty obvious, Kent. I mean, have you ever had a conversation and then started seeing advertisements for what you were just talking about? It's quite obvious.
I don't think that means the government. That's programmed into your computer system. It's part of your computer.
If they can listen to if they can listen to you talking about meatballs, Kent, what's to stop them from listening to you talking about your plans to overthrow the government? They're listening at all times. Siri is short.
Are you planning to overthrow the government?
No, but they don't know that.
Yeah, I can still hear you even if you cover that up. Even when you turn your computer off, I found out that it still can get the audio of you, and it's
I
got a
told you.
very long reach. So if you got a big house, you know, like I think it heard everything you were saying last night when you were sleeping. How do you feel
I,
about that?
I try to tinfoil my walls, Kent. I try to keep all electronic devices out of there, but I like to relax by playing Candy Crush before bed, and I know it's not healthy because I know that the candy companies are after me, trying to crush me, Kent. Candy, it's not as simple as it seems. It's very, very frightening. Everyone is watching at all times and listening.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because off your sunglasses, I can see your computer looking at you right now.
Huh?
Yeah,
I need
might
some
want
other
to
way to.
take those off. It's getting even worse for you. We know everything you're doing. I'm now going to go to Sandy. Sandy thinks that zombies are real. Now, why do you think that, Sandy? I've never seen a zombie.
Because I hear scraping at my windows and at my doors, and they keep wanting brains, 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 brains. So that's why I made
You're
myself
hearing.
some extra head coverings so they can't get to my
Mhm.
brains.
Have you ever thought that maybe those sounds that they're hitting your door and stuff could be just the branches from the trees around your house?
I don't have any trees around my house, Kent. No trees anywhere. There's no trees in sight. They've all been killed by the lantern flies or the zombies. I'm not sure which it is. Could have been zombies.
Oh my God. Okay. So have you actually ever seen a zombie yourself? You said you've heard them outside your door, but have you actually looked out and seen a face of a zombie?
Ken, I don't need to see them. They say brains, brains, brains. So obviously it's zombies. Who else would make those
What if it
noises?
what if it was just kids pranking you?
I don't think kids can prank like that with those gruesome voices and that scratching, that scraping sound. Kids can't come up with something like that. It's definitely zombies.
Okay, well let's go to Buddy the elf who thinks that the mailmen are terrorists. Mailman, mail ladies, mail people, they're terrorists. Why would you think that, Buddy?
How could you not think that? Santa is the only one that's supposed to deliver stuff, right? I mean, he delivers everybody in one day. Why would it take so long? Why would it take like a week to send a letter? Also, you know what? They all have a uniform. Have you noticed that? It's a terrorist uniform. And they work for the government. The government is a terrorist organization. That's definitely what's going on there. They bring it to your door. Why? Honestly, that's where this bombs get delivered, as that to your front door. Everything should come down the chimney. That's the only right way to do it. Something is very, very wrong with that.
Well, what if the mailman had to deliver your mail through your chimney? Couldn't he still
Yeah.
deliver a bomb that way?
No. I'm pretty sure that there's some magic involved there. Santa would know. I don't know exactly, but Santa would know. He would definitely know.
Santa, okay.
Yeah, I
So
think
some people
that's what
think,
the flu. I think the flu is for.
yeah.
It prevents.
Okay, so you believe in Santa, but
Oh,
you also believe that mailmen or mail people are terrorists.
makes perfect sense, right? Yeah,
Well, if
absolutely.
you believe
And,
in,
you.
I'm just
What
trying
are
to
you
get what
saying?
you believe
You know
in.
what? There is a conspiracy. I was on the internet, Kent, and there is a conspiracy theory that Santa is not real. I mean,
And what do you think? Have you seen Santa?
oh,
You're an
sure,
elf?
sure. Yeah.
Okay, so he
Yeah.
is real.
Yeah,
And
he's at the North Pole. He actually sent me all these little wooden blocks to build these toys. So that's what I was doing. But yeah, I don't actually live at the North Pole anymore. I live in Kansas City. But hey, yeah, he's real.
well,
He
I
comes.
know COVID, you can work wherever you want now, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
You know
If
what?
there
You know
was a
what, Kent?
COVID, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You know
What?
what, Kent? If you haven't had Santa come to your house, that only means one thing. That you
You're
are on
bad.
the naughty list.
Okay. Well, listen, since we brought up COVID, Elfie, let's go to Hunter, who thinks COVID's not real. She thinks it's a conspiracy by the government. Why do you think that?
Have I gotten, I mean, like, no one I know has gotten sick. And like, I just came back from like a rager last night. Okay. And all those people were mad healthy. Like, I might be like, okay.
You don't sound very well.
Oh.
You sound like you might have gotten COVID from that rager.
No. Oh God, no. Like I was just a tickle in my throat. But like honestly, even at this rager, we were like playing it safe. And look, we're wearing a mask. Okay, so I don't understand why people are mad. I'm wearing my mask. This is it.
Right.
I'm good. Okay. I was sharing drinks with everyone. I was high-fiving people, kissing everyone, and I am completely like 1,000% right now. And I'm living my best life, and all of you are just, you know, afraid. You're just playing into what the government wants. They want to control you, okay? Look, these are basically, like, I'm enslaved right now. I'm enslaved wearing this, okay? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well, you know, we're going to check back with you in a couple weeks and find out exactly how many of your people at that rage party you had or rave got COVID. So we'll check back with you in a few minutes. But now I want to go to someone who believes global warming is a scam. So I don't know why she would think that global warming is a scam, but let's find out why she thinks it is. Oh my God, she must have COVID too. Okay, so all right. Why do you think maybe she was at that rave last night?
Why
Okay,
do you
why do
think
you think? Yeah,
there
can you
is a
please
COVID?
go? Uh-huh.
There is COVID going
Okay.
on
Okay, there is COVID. Okay.
because it's
What about
cold.
global warming?
It's cold. Everywhere is cold. My house is 68 degrees. You need to ask Elf why there is still ice out there. There is no global warming.
Mm-hmm.
There is none. People burn the trees.
Okay,
And
well,
there's a global warming coming from the bottom of the earth. There's no such a thing.
okay, well, they say that the ocean is a little bit warmer, and they also say that Greenland and the North Pole, some of the ice caps have melted into the sea now.
Okay, well, you're going to ask Alf about that. Seems like he's cold. He's wearing all those things on him. The ocean is hot. Yeah, look, where are we? With September? Yeah, we just finished summer. Ocean got warm and warm and warm. Of
Mhm.
course it's
I
hot.
see.
I mean,
Okay,
think
so
about
more
it.
hurricanes. That's not global warming. That's just a regular weather pattern, is what you're saying?
That's God. That's God.
God, okay.
That's
Okay.
God. That's no global warming.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on then to Emily, who believes that aliens are amongst us. I'd like to hear this story. Why do you
I don't
think
believe it.
aliens are among? Uh-huh.
I don't think it. I know I know it. I know it.
How do you know it?
I mean, look at everyone. Look around. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Do you even know who you are? No. There's no way
Okay, so you're
out of the millions of stars, there's no way that there's not life outside of the earth. And you know what? We have technology. We have what the kids are on, that TikToky now, that the Instagram, Twitter. We have all of these things that are turning our brains into mush. They are years ahead of us, Kent, and they're here and they want to learn and find out why we're so behind, and they're doing studies on our brains. And oh no, stay back.
What's happening to you? What? Those look like New Year's festive stuff, you know, or potpourri. I mean, I don't see that has anything to do with being alien-like.
The aliens shiny things when they see their own actions in it.
Okay, we're kind of losing you a little bit, but okay, I'm gonna go to someone else, and I'm gonna try and find out. Bobby thinks we're all living in hell. So if we're aliens are amongst us, I guess we don't have to worry about global warming. I guess we don't have to worry about COVID. If we're in hell, I guess COVID is hell, isn't it?
Yes, we are in hell. The warming is from Satan or the devil or whatever he likes to be called on any particular day. I've met him several times, and all of us are in hell. We all committed sins and in our past life, and here we are. This is hell, and and I know this
you met
is true.
Satan.
Yes.
You met Satan.
Yes.
What does Satan look like?
He looks like you would imagine him. He is all red. He has a pointy tail. He's got the ears. That's what he looks like. They got it. You know why he looks like that? Because someone escaped from hell and drew a cartoon of him a long time ago, and that got out, and that's why we know what the devil looks like.
And how many times have you met with the? How many times you met with the devil?
Oh, I've met him about 25 times over the past couple of months. I'm trying to get out of hell. It does require some brown nosing and all that stuff. So, I'm trying to do my penance to get out.
Okay, so we're in hell right now, according to you. And Inger here thinks the moon landing was staged. Why do you think the moon landing was staged? Obviously, you were alive. You saw it on television. It was 1969. Why do you think it was staged? You saw it.
No, sweetheart. That is simply not true. In 1969, I was on the beach with Buzzy. And so how can he be on the beach with me when somehow he's landing on the moon? It's a joke. I told him, he said, it's a really wild alibi you came up with. Your wife is going to find out. Because after all, staging a moon landing, that's over the top, seriously. But we had a very nice day. I had one of my best bikinis, 69. I looked really good. I had really, really fun bikini. It was blue and it has all little polka dots on it. And we had such a good time on the beach. So I'm just telling you, they're kidding you. That's all I'm saying. He never should have made up that thing. He never should have.
Okay, so if I'm getting this straight, you're saying you and Buzz had an affair, and so what he had to do is stage a moon landing to get away with a lie so his wife didn't find out he was with you for those days he was on the way to the moon and back.
Yes, it was a little extreme, don't you think so? I mean, you got to come something simpler than that. And there's all these poor people who now believe that. I mean, I've been trying to tell them all, but I'm just not getting anywhere.
Well, it sounds a little absurd. I mean, they would have had to stage the whole thing. They would have had to have a set, a moon. They would have had a rocket ship. They would have had...
I actually know exactly where the set is. It is in Van Nuys. It is like a 2-block set. I know it. Absolutely.
It's still there today, or it's been taken down? I would think it'd have to be taken down, right?
It's a monument in a way to those who know. Those who know go and visit, and we have a little laugh, because we know that that's where it actually was done. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go to Janae now, who thinks the world is flat. I thought we'd gotten over that a long time ago. Why do you think the world's flat?
Look, now, I'm not the only one who still believes this. The flat earthers are here to stay, okay? The earth is flat. There's no way around it because it's flat. You dig? Like these airplanes flying in the sky, they're just going vertical, horizontal, whatever, but they are not going around anything. I mean, why do you think we can walk on land? Or the water? Water ain't spilling out of nowhere, no oceans. It's just sitting and pooling in the same shit it's been sitting in for years. It's flat.
Well, why doesn't it, if it's flat, then why doesn't it just fall off the edges? Have you ever thought about that? If it just falls off the edge?
The government's keeping us from knowing what the edge looks like. None of us can get close to the edge. Do you understand?
You can't get, okay. So where would the edge be if there was an edge?
Who knows? You tell me. Do you think I ever got funding to go see what the edge might look like? Do you have funding to go see what the edge looks like? Nobody has funding. Again, the government's keeping us inside, pocketed, boxed in. Do you
Right.
understand?
But yeah, but isn't the sun? Aren't we kind of rotating around the sun?
Are we?
Aren't we going around so that we have dark and we have light, and that changes our daylight saving times and time zones because we're going around? If it's all flat, then the sun would just be above the whole flatness.
I'm with Emily. Okay, there's aliens monopolizing things. You did, you know, they putting up sunlights, sun lamps.
Right.
Who knows?
Okay.
Playing with the lights all the time. Somebody's playing with us and your mind. I believe it. Zip knows too.
Well, I'm beginning to think you're all playing with my mind. This has been our first show about conspiracy theories. Come back next week when we find out if there's people living in the middle of the earth. Thank you for watching. All right. Very good, guys. Our next game is going to be Poet's Idol. So I can have Inger, Brady, Bobby, and Hunter put Judge up next to them. They'll be our judges. And then Janae, Emily, Sandy, David, and Pinar will be our poets. How the game is played, we can get all the judges out here. Go ahead and change yours to Judge instead of Fake Moon Landing. And get that, all the judges up here, putting Judge up there instead. And then we'll know who our 4 judges are. We have Hunter, Bobby, Inger, and Brady as our final judge. All right, so what will happen here is the judges will decide on the fate of the poets. In round number 1, we'll eliminate 2 to 3 of the poets based on who our judges would like to eliminate. And in round number 2, we'll pick a winner. And so I'm going to bring in our first judge. Let's see, the judges. Let's see, Pinar. Yes, Pinar, you're one of our poets, so we don't need to see you yet. We got Brady up here. Okay, I got 3 of the 4 judges, and Inger is probably trying to figure out how to put Judge up. She'll get it together. Let's bring our first poet in. Our first poet, come on in. And Janae. Okay, Janae is our first poet today. Janae, your topic is going to be, get ready, Janae, time travel. Time travel. So you'll have 30 seconds to do a poem of your choice based on time travel, whenever you're ready.
Time travels. It goes forth and back. It looks into the eye of the beholder, and it stays there. It pauses and waits. It resonates. It feeds the soul and then takes it. Time travel.
Very good. Let's bring in our second poet. You stay out here, Janae, our second poet. Will you come on out? And let's see. And it is Pony, or is that Pony? Pony Girl. Okay, Pony Girl, ready? You got 30 seconds. Time travel. Anytime you're ready.
I look ahead to the future. I look back to the past. Do I regret the things I've done? Nay, I say. Nay, for I have become who I am by my own life. I would not time travel, I say. I would not change anything, for I am a horse, and I must run free.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture, too. So you're a poet that draws ponies. Let's bring in our third poet. Third poet. It's Psychic Time, I believe it is. All right, Psychic Time, you got 30 seconds on the poem Time Travel, whenever you're ready.
To travel time, to travel time. Help me, oh dear spirits, to find that rhyme. Is it in the heavens, or is it down below? Time travel. I see its future. So.
Wow, really got me moved. That's a third poet. Let's bring out our fourth poet. Our fourth poet, come on out. And it's Ron the Post, or Poet, Ron the Poet. Okay, Ron
I thought
the
that
Poet.
said poet. I thought it said poet. I'm not sure. All right.
Yeah, it does.
So it's something about a poet. I got to come up with a poem. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hello.
Time travel.
A time traveler. That's right. There you go.
Yeah, tell me
Hello.
about time travel, Ron.
I am a time traveling anchorman. How about that? You find me on TV. I look for a great story, something I can post for you to see, whether it's in the future or the past. Whatever will be, will be. But if it's a slow news day, you'll find me home drinking my tea.
Thank you, Ron the poet. Very nice.
Yeah,
Now let's bring on our final poet. We have one left. Let's bring them on. And it is Pinar Bridges. Okay, Pinar Bridges, the poet. Time travel. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
I got used to my dentures, to my arthritis on my knees, but I can manage my sex life. Oh God, I miss my 30 years old. I need a time travel to go get my 30 years old.
Okay, well, let's now go to the judges right now. Let's start off with Bobby. Bobby, you can eliminate 3 of them. Which 3 would you like to eliminate?
Oh, I tell you, I wish I had a buzzer to buzz them off in the middle of some of these. I want to eliminate Psychic, Ron, and Pony Girl.
Okay. All right. Let's go with our Brick Walls, our judge. Brick Walls.
Thanks, Kent. As everybody knows, poetry is very important to me, so I take it very seriously. It's really hard to make this decision. I mean, it's so subjective, it's really hard to do, but I'm going to have to say goodbye to Psychic Time, and I'm going to have to say goodbye to Janae, and I'd like to say goodbye to Ron. Sorry.
Okay, let's go to our next judge, Hunter.
Yes, hello. As my fellow judge was saying, poetry is so important to me, and the way that they just completely massacred them was really upsetting. But specifically, Pony Girl, you brought me back to all the horse girls that used to try to trample me in the halls of my high school. So definitely no. Janae, really into you. I have to, honestly, I gotta vote for Pony Girl's Psychic Time and Ron the Poet. I'm sorry. You just ruined poetry for me, dudes.
Well, all right. So we're going to have to get rid of Ron, the Psychic Girl, and Pony Girl. You're all gone. So we're going to minimize you guys and send you off to the side. And now we're going to have it just between Janae and Pinar. Janae and Pinar will be our final ones. And now here's your final category. It's lollipops. Lollipops. And this time we'll start with Pinar because Janae went first last time. So Pinar, get ready to do a poem for 30 seconds or less on lollipops whenever you're ready.
I told you about my time machine with my 30 years old in lollipops. We talked about a lot about lollipops with strawberry and whipped cream on the top. If you want to know more about it, Ken, you need to go back to travel with the time machine and talk about the lollipops.
Okay, let's go now to Janae. Janae, the poet, 30 seconds, lollipops.
Do you feel the lollipop guild when you walk down the yellow brick road? Is it yellow? Who knows? I feel in the distance that I've never had a future. I can't see it, but maybe a sucker will give me one. Lollipops.
That was very deep. Okay, well, let's find out now. First, I will go to Hunter this time. Let's go to Hunter, the judge. Just which one would you like to say is your winner?
Snaps, snaps, snaps. Janae, girl. Yes. Okay. All
okay,
the
Janae's
snaps.
got
5 snaps.
1. Let's go to Brick Walls now. Brick. Which one?
I gotta be honest with you, this competition was dead to me as soon as the pony girl left. So sure, Janae, you win. Hooray. Congratulations.
Janae. Well, so Janae will be the winner no matter what. But let's find out what our last judge, I think it was Bobby. What did you say, Bobby?
Oh, I was moved by Janae. My winner is Janae.
Janae, you're our grand prize winner. You're going to get a one-way ticket to Bakersfield, where you get to hang out in the fields with the farmers and eat fresh fruit. That is our Poet's Idol. Thank all of you for playing today. All right, we're moving on to our next game, which is acronym panel. So I'm going to need to have Brady, Sandy, Bobby, and Hunter out here. If the four of them can come out here, I will then give you what your expertise is, okay? So what we have here is Bobby, you're going to be a video gamer, okay? So go get into character and put up video gamer for yourself. Brady, you're going to be a cowboy, Brady, cowboy. So where he says judge, just change that, go off screen and bring it in to say cowboy. And Sandy, you're going to be a nanny. You're a nanny, Sandy, okay? And Hunter, you're an Uber driver, an Uber driver. So the way acronym panel is played is I'm going to give each of them the same acronym. And they're going to tell a little story about that acronym and end with saying the acronym. For example, DOA, dead on arrival. So it can't be dead on arrival. It has to be anything other than dead on arrival, and it has to relate to the expertise I just gave them. So they have a double improv here. They have to work off their expertise, and then they have to tell us what the acronym means. So if we could bring out the four players right now, let's bring all four of you guys out, and let's start playing with the acronyms. Okay, they're all out here now. So I'll start, you can choose to start by raising your hand. I won't put any pressure on you. The first one is NBA. NBA, since it's the National Basketball Association right now, currently is in the finals with the Lakers and the Miami Heat. I thought it would be appropriate for us to do our NBA. What's it mean to you? National Basketball Association is what it really means, but it means something different to the nanny, the Uber driver, the video gamer, or the cowboy. Raise your hand whenever you're ready. Okay, we have the cowboy, NBA.
Tell you, they don't make kids like they used to. When I was taking my son around on the farm, trying to show him the lay of the land and show him what he's going to take over, I like to tell him stories to try to bring him along. Now, last time I had him out, though, he went and opened up a pen and didn't tell me and walked away and got distracted by playing a game or getting back to the TV or whatever it is kids do. Much to my surprise, I turned around and panicked. I grabbed that boy and I pulled him back in and showed him how he had let the bull out. And I had to beat it into his hide and tell him, NBA, no bulls allowed. Thing gored me upside down and tumbled me over the fence.
Well, thank you. You still look pretty good. No scars. All right, let's go with who's next? Bobby, the video gamer, NBA.
Hey, dudes. So I got this story for you guys. Totally got the story. Playing video games is like so stressful, and like you get to certain levels and you've got to save your game or you'll lose it. And, people with certain astrological signs just totally like mess it up, especially in Aries. Oh my God, totally do not bring an Aries to play games with you, because they do not match with Leos, and which is what I am, and they will mess you up. So I like to say never bring Aries.
Thank you very much, Bobby. Okay, so Hunter, go ahead. The Uber driver, NBA.
Yeah, so I'm an Uber driver. I pick up people, I drive around. And this one time I was driving and I decided, my trip's a little boring. So I just casually popped some acid. Who knows? You know how it is. When you drive, you just get kind of bored. You take some acid, whatever. And then I was driving around and I picked up this guy, and all of a sudden he turned into a snake in my back seat and started talking to me in Russian, and I had no idea where to take him. And needless to say, I lost my fare because of it. So I always stand by NBA. You know, never buy acid. Believe me.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea considering you're an Uber driver. Okay, let's go now to our super nanny, Sandy, NBA.
So I always say that being a nanny is the best job on earth. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But so bears, though, they don't have nannies. So I decided to become the super nanny for this little precious bear here. You see it? Oh, it's not even vicious. Although one time it like kind of like bit me on here and like, ugh, it was just playing. But so I say NBA, Nanny Bears Association. Yeah.
Well, that's very cute. Okay, your second acronym is MLS, Major League Soccer, which is going on right now. MLS. So I need to know, what does it mean to you? Major League Soccer is what it means. MLS. But what's MLS mean to one of you? Whenever you're ready, go ahead and just raise your hand. Okay, the nanny's back. Go ahead, nanny. MLS.
So we all know I'm a super nanny. But sometimes the bears, like I said, get a little vicious and just start nibbling you. And you don't know what to do with them because you can't really beat a baby bear. So, oh, anyway, so sometimes you have to say, much love, sucker. But they don't really know what you're saying because you're a super nanny.
That's very cute. Okay, all right, so who's next? We got Hunter, the Uber driver. Bobby had to go to the bathroom. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So as you can tell, I've got a lot of stories being an Uber driver with the guy that turned into a snake before. When I went on my trip last night, I picked up this group of women, and they seemed cool. They seemed all right and whatever. But then I put on the radio, and all of a sudden, NSYNC came on, and then they all started screaming at one time. The entire car was filled with screams. The cops got called because they thought I was stabbing someone in my car. And then I had to explain, no, it was just Justin Timberlake's sick vocals that are making them scream, okay? Got it. The cop understood, thank God. I mean, who wouldn't? But ever since that moment, I realized, you know, most ladies sing. MLS. Most ladies sing.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I never get in your Uber. Okay, let's see who the next one is. Okay, our cowboy.
Yeah, so to carry on with my last story, after the bull had gored me and sent me over the fence and I was laying there bleeding internally, I was hoping my son, who I had brought out to teach the lesson, would call me an ambulance or load me up or at least go in the house and get my wife. But I happened to look over past the blood on my face and wiped it away a little bit, get the dirt off, and I looked over, and that little bastard was licking the salt lick. I was like, "Oh!" And he was just sitting there, just licking the salt. And right then I knew he wouldn't listen to my last acronym, MLS, mustn't lick salt. I'm lucky to
Thank
be
you,
alive.
cowboy. All right, we have one left. I think it's Bobby. Go ahead, Bobby. MLS.
Continuing about my experiences with Aries, you know, also dudes, picking a life partner is equally important to your gaming abilities and helping to enhance your skills. You wanna marry someone who is equal with you, and I'm telling you, the time of year is very important, along with the astrological sign. So I must tell all the aspiring gamers out there to marry late September.
That sounds really good. I really appreciate all you guys coming in and playing acronym panel. We're moving on now to Judge Judy. So I need to have Brady, not Brady, I mean Janae, Inger, Pinar, and Emily, and David come out here so they'll know what roles they're going to be playing. I've already got them all ready to go. Look at Pinar. Pinar, you're going to be the defendant in the case. You're the one who committed the problem. And your witness will be Emily, who's right above you there for me. And then, of course, the plaintiff is going to be Janae. And her witness, of course, is going to be Inger. Is Inger still here? If Inger's not here, I'll assign a different one. We're not getting any video on you, Inger. So I may have to assign someone else. And Inger needs to mute. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to take in her place. Let's put Sandy. You're going to be the witness. So if you want to get yourself ready, Sandy, as the witness to the plaintiff, Janae, and come on out. All right, so this is the case. Judge, we got a very serious case here today. What happened is Pinar borrowed the bike of Janae Smith, the plaintiff, and then she sold the bike. Or car, I'm sorry, not bike, car. She borrowed her car and then sold it. Okay, she had no right to sell it, and she did. And that is why this case is being brought to you, Judge, to get to the bottom of it, of should she get repaid for the amount of the money she got for the car and maybe suffering. I take it now to you, Judge. Take over.
Hey, my name's Ricky Bobby. I'll be your judge today. Yeah, I used to drive race cars, but I tried to apply for the real world, but they wouldn't have me. So, but I got this show, so it's just as good. So, okay, I see all of you half wits out here in the. Okay, I think maybe I better start with Janae. Is that your name, young lady, Janae?
It's spelled Janae, yes, but it's Smith. You can call me Miss Smith.
Miss Smith, Miss Smith, thank you for showing up today. Did they have to subpoena you, or did you appear voluntarily?
I appeared voluntarily. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Does that go for the rest of you? Are there subpoenas flying around out there? Okay, never mind. Okay, Janae, tell me what happened.
So, what happened was that I got a car, okay, and it was a 4-wheeler, that I did some reconstruction, and so I could ride it like a vehicle, you know what I mean?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did for myself. It was custom made. It was pimped out. It was everything I needed, and then it wasn't because it was stolen by somebody who needs to give it back. Plain and simple.
Okay, where did you get this car at?
A friend. What you mean?
Yeah. What'd you say?
A friend.
A friend? You bought it? Are you saying you bought it from the friend, or can you explain that? How you acquired this vehicle in the first place?
Well, I mean, we were friends, and we had some dinner and stuff, and he gives gifts, and that was something I got. So, a friend.
So you won it in a gambling night? Is that what you're telling me?
It was gambling. We was playing.
You were gambling. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing here. It was a poker game or craps. Were you shooting craps maybe?
He was poking, that's for sure. Okay.
Okay, and you think you won the car. Okay, let's see. Do you have a witness here that saw you? Okay, I believe you brought a witness. Is that okay, who? Sandy? Are you the witness here? Okay, were you at this alleged poker game?
Of course I was at this alleged poker game, and there was some poking going on, let me tell you. Oh, it was exciting. I don't know if we was playing poker or what we was playing, but let me tell you, we was winning those chips, right? Right.
So is this strip poker? Strip poker is what. Okay.
I'm not sure if I can be obliged to say that right now, but all I know is my plaintiff Smith, she had the worst of times with that Pinar Bridges. Oh my goodness. Well, she decided to dig in and start taking all of our chips and ruining our poking fun. That's all I know.
Okay. You can sit down for a moment there. All right. Defendant Bridges. Let's go to you. What exactly do you recall happening this night of the big strip poker game?
All right, Judge. I tell you this first. You look so handsome.
That way, thank you.
I tell
Please
you,
be 18.
You're very.
Are you 18, young lady?
So we can talk about it later. After.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Really.
Okay.
So
I got you.
What happened?
Okay.
We were playing poker. We were poking each other, doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh, so this was a sex strip poker.
Let me tell you the story.
With gambling.
Let me tell you the story. You're getting closer.
Hmm.
So Smith, she calls herself a Miss Smith. She likes to sell me to other pokers.
Oh.
So I worked my ass off. I'm telling
do they call that twerking? I'm not real up to date on the terms, but is that called twerking?
She gave me to sign W-2, so I don't know. I guess we took it on IRS. I don't know.
Okay.
But let me tell you. So I worked my ass off. So she didn't give me my share. Then what I do? What am I supposed to do? Right? If I don't get my money from them, which I have receipts from the customers, and I'll take stuff.
What exactly do these receipts say?
Pleasure, work.
Oh, this is getting better all the time. Okay, so let's get. I digress. I believe we started talking about a car. Now, can we get back to the car? Okay, so was it your car? Four-wheeler car she was talking about?
It was mine, yes, because she bought it with my money. I worked my ass off, and we bought it with my money. And Sandy, she took my money too.
Okay, so she did buy the car. Okay, let's go to the other witness. Lucas, were you at the scene when Miss Smith bought the car, but with the borrowed or stolen money?
No.
What do you think about that?
I guess you could say I'm a customer of their services, and I was, doing my thing, and I went to pay, and Miss Smith said, "Oh, you can give me her money. I'll give it to her." And apparently, I got a call the next day saying, "Hey, you never paid for your services," when I did. So that's where it must be.
Oh, okay. So I believe, Lucas, you just admitted in court to soliciting charge. So I'll have the bailiff grab you on the way out.
No, you can't do that. I cross my fingers.
Hey, young lady, I'm the judge in this courtroom. Hey, if you ain't first, you're last, right? Okay, so let's go back to Miss Smith. Miss Smith. So defendant Pinar Bridges says that you actually bought the car in the first place. So you bought the car in the first place, but with her money.
She lying, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody's money my money, and ain't nobody's money my money. I'm just gonna say that's just how it is. Like if somebody makes me money, then it's a gift. Then it's giving it to me. Then that means it's not fair. So,
I got you. Okay, so you bought the car with some money. She's admitted that. Defendant Pinar admitted that you bought the car. So you, quite frankly, it's coming together here. Sandy, would you like to admit to any crimes while we're doing this any more than what you already? You're almost up to actual admissions in court that some prostitution was going on here. Are you willing to just go ahead and talk to the bailiff on the way out yourself, or do you have anything else to say?
Nah, I think yous and me, Judge Ricky, I think we can work something out ourselves. We ain't got to call no bailiff into this. I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Oh, defendant. I'm getting you. Defendant Pinar. One more word. What do you have to say?
What I'm going to say, Judge, is that if I'm going to hell, we're all going to hell. I'm not going to let any of them walk out the doors. We're
Dear
all
baby, Jesus, where did you people come from?
I'll talk to you later.
Well, oh my. Well, okay. All right. So, Sandy, I think I'm done with you. You're not going to admit to any prostitution crimes? Okay, sit down. You're really big on my screen there. Let's go. Okay, so I think I've got this figured out. I'm going to charge Lucas. Lucas, you're charged with soliciting. So meet the bailiff in the back. I'm sure you'll be out. I'm sure you'll be out by morning.
I'm trying to have a good time.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Was it a good time? Actually, you know what, Lucas? I believe that you actually admitted to not paying for the services too. So I believe that's theft. If I'm not sure, I'll have to check the books. But you'll talk to the plaintiff or the bailiff on the way out. Okay, defendant Pinar, plaintiff Smith. I believe I have your. I believe I can go off for a second here, and I'll be right back with your decision.
Lucas, I miss you, honey.
All the babes do.
Look at the Sandy on the other side.
But now, why you gonna tell him that?
She's like,
Why you gonna tell him that I paid for something I didn't pay for? Okay,
shut
you
up.
know I did this.
Yeah,
stuff.
bullshit. I sold myself to get you that car. You know that.
You a liar.
Oh,
You
liar. Take those glasses off. You look like a cat.
I look like a cat. Meow. Okay, catch that.
Hey Sandy, baby, what are you doing after this?
Well, like first, Lucas, I'll go make me some judge time. But then, you got the cash, you get yeah.
Aha! There you go. Now you're busted. I was listening in the back. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sandy, talk to the bailiff too. I'm done with you, but I do have the case settled and solved here. The plaintiff Pinar, or defendant Pinar, did admit that plaintiff Smith actually bought the car with allegedly with her money, but she brought no evidence of any transaction of anybody owing anybody any money. So, and the plaintiff, you actually said that you did sell this car, so we don't have that in evidence or anything like that. And you have admitted that you have bought the car, I believe. So, shake and bake. Plaintiff Smith, you're the winner. You piss excellence, and I'm out of here.
And that was our judge, Ricky. You can see him again next week when he does another case. But now we're going to move on to a game called Storytellers. And I need everybody to minimize themselves except for Pinar, who will be doing the story, and Hunter, who will be acting it out. Okay? So, Hunter, you'll be doing all the acting. The story and you want to change your thing to storyteller now, Pinar. And the story is going to be about a coming of age of the young characters Hunter is going to play. So I'll let her get storyteller up there for just a second. You can see us and there she is. He's all ready to go. So let's just go with it. Our story, a coming of age. You have 2 minutes to do your story.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl with the long hair and long eyelashes. She sit on the chair and start putting makeup on her face. Started with her eyes, goes down to her lips, and she was about 16. Her dad entered from the door, said, "Where are you going, young lady?" She said, "Dad, I'm gonna go meet my friends. I'm 16 now." He said, "No, you're not going nowhere. Did you even ask me about this?" She said, "No, I didn't ask. Do I even have to ask you?" He said, "Of course you do." And he shuts the door and leaves the room. She starts crying and crying and crying. And she looked at the mirror and find out her makeup is all messed up. She said, "Oh my God, I have 5 minutes to go outside. Now what am I going to do?" So she cleans up her makeup, goes by the window, opens up the window, and climbs down the tree. Now she's outside. She's happy and running, and she sees a little dog. She says, "So cute, little dog. Oh my gosh, I want to have you. Can I pet him?" Dogs start barking. I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to touch me. And she's like, "The dogs even talk now?" So she continues to walk on the street and she sees a handsome boy. She's like, "Aha, look at this boy. Big muscles. And he looks so handsome. I need to go talk to him." So she gets closer to him. She says, "Hi, how are you? Can we meet?" He says, "Hey, baby, of course we can." Then she says, "You know what? Let's go have some coffee, then we can talk." He says, "Of course, baby, let's go." So they start walking on the street and then they sit down in the coffee shop. And she ordered latte and he ordered macchiato. So she started sipping the coffee. She take the first sip and her mouth start burning. She says, "Oh my gosh, it's so hot. So hot, I'm burning." So he goes and runs inside and brings a fire extinguisher and starts spraying on her. She's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "You're burning. You're burning." She said, "No, I'm burning from the coffee. I'm not on fire." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't know." And he gives her a big hug. And that was the end of the story.
And now we'll find out next week. That's the end of this story. But let's find out the next chapter if they do mate. Okay, let's bring in our conclusions with Brady and Sandy. You know how people draw conclusions? They misinterpret everything you say and turn it into something else. Well, that's what Brady does. Now, Sandy and Brady haven't seen each other in a long time, and they're going to run into each other at an open air mall, like a flea market. So here's our conclusions with Sandy and Brady. Unmute.
Hey, Colin. I haven't seen you in what, like 5 years? You look so great.
Right, right. Because 5 years ago, when I saw you last, I had just dealt with a big rash on my face, and you kept calling me Rash Face. Nice, thanks. Good to see you too.
Well, anyway, I heard you got a new job, Colin. How's that going for you? The new banker job you got?
Yeah, I was fired for stealing, but thanks for bringing that up. I'm glad you used your inside sources there to make me feel even worse about myself. That's absolutely fantastic. So, why did you get me fired from that job anyway, Sandy? Can you answer me that?
Well, I don't remember getting you fired, but I think you have a big future ahead of you now that you're free to do whatever you want.
Yeah, free going to jail. Thanks. So you obviously heard about that too. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I'll be locked up for like 10 years in a supermax prison. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're airing that for everyone here at the open air market. That's really fantastic. All these flea market people around me really needed to know that. So thanks, Sandy. I appreciate it.
Hey, buddy, I know the guards. You'll be all right. It's going to be like your very own flea market with bars. It'll be great.
Yeah, thanks. I'm super claustrophobic too. How do you know everything about me and you're just bringing it up in like the most indirect way possible? Have you been watching me through my windows, stalking me perhaps?
I see
Actually,
all
she was
your
watching
social
you through
media
her
posts.
computer, Colin, just like your other character was. She was looking at you through the computer. Well, thank you guys. You guys can stay out here right now. Let's bring everybody back out for our final game. It's an addiction meeting. I'm going to counsel them all on their addictions. So I'm going to give them all their addictions. So let's go up to Pinar. Okay, Pinar is a sex addict. Okay, and let's go to our second one, which is Ricky, Judge Ricky, who's actually David. David, you have a problem with stealing. Okay, you either steal things from people. Let's go over to Sandy. Pinar, you can go off and get into character, and so can you, David. Go ahead and go on off, and then I'll bring you back in. Okay, let's go to Janae. She's next up. Janae, you're a workaholic, okay? You just want to work all the time.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Sandy. Sandy, you have a clothing issue. You just want to constantly buy clothes. Okay, let's go to Emily. Emily, yours is the internet. All you want to do is do social media and things on the internet all the time. Okay, let's go to Brady, who's calling right now. He's a caffeine freak. Okay, caffeine. Let's go to Hunter. Hunter, yours is sugar. You just love that sugar. Okay. And let's see. We got Bobby. Bobby, yours is gambling. Gambling. And I think the last one I have here is Inger. Yours is caffeine. Welcome back, Inger. You went on a long trip. Caffeine, okay? So go ahead and go on off, knock yourself off, and I'll bring you all back in so you can put caffeine up there. Okay. All right. So this is every week, every month. I mean, I bring back people with addictions. Let's bring all of them back in right now. If we can get everybody back into the meeting, the doors are opening and all of them are coming in. And we're going to see how well they've done in this last month with their addictions. Let's just start off with David. David, who's got a stealing problem. David,
I was framed, Kent. I don't have a stealing problem.
Well, the thing about it is, the clocks on the wall behind you, those were actually in my office about a month ago. And I was wondering what happened to my clocks, and now I know that they're in your apartment or house.
If you recall, I think you got really drunk and gave them to me. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly. Something along those lines. They're really nice clocks. Thanks, by the way.
Yeah, and those are my sunglasses. You grabbed those on the way out of the meeting when I had them near my desk. Those are my sunglasses.
No. These are prescription for sure. These are totally prescription glasses. They're sort of rose colored. I have that same thing that Bono from U2 has. It's like a condition with my eyes. It's totally prescription.
Can you put up your left hand? I've been missing my wedding ring, and it's on your hand. My wedding ring is on your hand, and my wife is very upset with me. You stole my wedding ring.
Well, she's a bitch. She gave it to me. She took it off your nightstand. I didn't steal it.
Now you're stealing my wife too. You're stealing my wife. The whole thing's coming out.
That's a misunderstanding, Kent. That's not exactly what happened. It was on your nightstand, and your wife was there, and I was there. But I was fixing the window. I'm sorry.
You don't even do that. You're not a window fixer.
She asked me if I could come over and raise the window.
She asked you over.
I said, hey, baby, whatever you need. What else?
Yeah.
Hey, chicks, man.
You kind of wanted to you wanted to open her window and help her with the pain, huh?
She was a little damp. She needed a little airing out, if you know what I mean.
Okay, all right. That's a little bit too much information.
All right.
I'm going to go back to someone else. You got some serious issues. Okay. Emily, you're on the internet. We asked you not to bring your phones to the meeting and get off social media. I happen to follow you on social media now to see how much you were on it. You were on social media today for over 15 hours. When do you sleep?
I mean, when don't I sleep? That's the real question. I think when you look at the timestamp, it's really hard to know if maybe I am sleeping while the app is open. Not that I would ever do that. There's too many things to read and know about and look at, but I think that's a really aggressive assumption for you to make.
Well, I just saw you posted my conversation with David on Instagram.
I mean,
Now
it
everybody
was
knows my
absolutely
wife is
great.
sleeping with David. Thank you. Just posted that on Instagram right
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
I really
who wouldn't want that drama? Who doesn't want the tea? That tea is piping hot. And I can't know a single person who doesn't want to hear about it.
Okay, well, don't post anything else again. Let's go over to Sandy. Sandy, you promised me you weren't going to get any new clothes. You're wearing a new hat. You went out and bought that's a new blouse and a new coat.
Well,
What's up?
it's all about the changing times and the changing fashion, darling. So, you know, I just had to go with the times because otherwise you get laughed at. So, just trying to be fashionable. No worries here.
Well, I also asked to look at your with your banker. Let me look at your MasterCard, and there was over $1,000 of clothing charges in the last 24 hours.
No idea what you're talking about.
What's in your hand there, Sandy?
Just a scarf. That's it.
Oh God. All right, Sandy. I don't know if we can fix you today. Let's go over to our caffeine freak, Inger. Inger, what are you drinking? You told me we were going to get off the caffeine.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't drinking at all. What really happened is I have this cup, and it's from California. See, it says California. It's a Starbucks. So I used to drink when I drank a lot of coffee. I always had it. So all the time, whenever I don't have it, I feel really bad. So I always have it with me, and I just pretend I'm drinking. I'm really not drinking like that. I'm not drinking.
Well, you're pretty hyped up right now. You're pretty hyped up, and your eyes are blinking quickly, and you seemed a little jittery and nervous.
No. That's an illusion. I am so calm. I'm really calm. And do you see my cup? I mean, I love this cup. I can't have my caffeine anymore. It's very sad. But I just love
one of my coworkers spotted you yesterday at Starbucks.
Yeah, that's true. Because it was like an anniversary. I have this thing every month I go there, and I didn't even drink anything. I just sat. And they told me I couldn't.
Well,
and they didn't let me go to the toilet because I wasn't buying anything. It was really not a good thing.
I have a video of you getting a shot of espresso. It was sent to me by my coworker before the meeting.
Oh, yeah, of course. I remember that. That was not for me, actually. I have this homeless person that was hanging around outside, and they said they really wanted espresso. I said, you just come with me. I'll get it for you because that's who I am. I'm there. Okay. I'm there for people. Right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be there right now with Janae. So go ahead and mute yourself. And Janae, I know you didn't put up your addiction for me. So, boy, you look terrible right now, Janae. What are you addicted to again, Janae? My assistant. You know what, Janae? I'm going to come back to you. Why don't you? Yeah, I know, but you're frozen. So why don't you leave and come right back so I can actually talk to you? Just leave and come back real quick. I'm going to go over to Hunter. Hunter, you have a sweet tooth and you're eating, what is that, a tub of ice cream you're eating right now? Powdered sugar. You're eating straight sugar?
No, it's.
What do you mean, no?
It's crack.
Oh, it's cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're selling cocaine and powdered sugar. And listen, if it was crack, it's even worse. I mean, both are bad. They're gonna get you all hyped up.
I mean, didn't you want to stop me from eating sugar? Like, now I'm on coke, moving up in life. It's more expensive. It's more luxurious.
Okay, well, we know that you like to eat straight sugar, and that's why you're doing that, and that's why we tried to get you off it. We finally got you off white sugar. Now you're on powdered sugar, and you think that's better now. And, we can get you on sugar cane if you want. That's at least natural sugar, kind of wean you off it.
No, thanks. No, I'll stick to my Coke.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm moving on. All right, let's go down to Colin. He's a former, he's a caffeine addict as well. So, in fact, yeah, that's really weird because I saw you at the same Starbucks and you met Inger there like 3 days ago. So
yeah, no, I was
obviously you guys are not. what?
I was there for a different reason, though. Don't worry about it. I was just coming here to tell you I'm probably going to be able to stop these meetings now. I did have a caffeine problem for a while. I'll admit it. It was starting to become an issue when I was trying to get it in IV form, and also the pills and then the coffee. But I've totally I went to a truck stop and I got this sweet. It's called meth. So now, like, I don't even need. I'm not addicted to nothing anymore. I just, as long as I can get this stuff, then I'm totally cool. Caffeine is like, whoa. Yeah, I don't even need that no more.
So caffeine, yeah, okay. Well, caffeine gets you speeded up, and so does meth. In fact, meth gets you even more speeded up. So now you have a worse habit.
I don't need caffeine anymore because I got meth. Woo!
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to put you in a different seminar next week. Let's go to Bobby. Bobby, what's this deal with gambling? I happened to see you outside the meeting, and you were gambling with one of my assistants of which bird would fly off the fence first. That's sick, Bobby.
Yeah, I can't quit gambling, and I might have done something really bad this time. This might be my last meeting because I bet my heart, my actual heart, that the bird would fly off first. My bird would fly off first, and it didn't, and I lost. So I'm kind of in a bind. I probably have to give up my heart, which means that.
Well, listen. It's my assistant, so I will talk to them. They don't have to cut out your heart. But that wasn't the only thing you bet on. You bet on a truck hitting a bicycle rider that you thought the truck was going to hit it, and it did. That's sick.
Yes, I know. It is sick. But I won that bet, and I won $200.
Yeah, you know why you won that bet? Because you split the bet with the truck driver. You set up that bicycle driver to get hit.
I mean, sometimes you got to make things happen. I've been having bad luck lately, and I got to make it happen. What can I say? You got to make a sacrifice.
Well, talking about sacrifices, let's see how our sex addict Pinar. She's the last one at the seminar right now. No, I've talked. Oh no, Janae came back. I'll get to Janae in a second. Right. Thank you for reminding me. Pinar. I've seen you in sex chat rooms. I've seen you on Ashley Madison, the website, trying to have sex with hookups. I've seen you on Tinder. We're kind of following you. You're not really getting rid of sex. You're actually having more sex.
No, that's not true. I'm just trying to help out my friends to find the roommate. I mean, I go to those websites and trying to find a decent roommate. I'm not a sex
on
addict.
Tinder?
You know what, Kent?
On
Let me
Tinder.
tell you something. I think you're addicted to me because every Monday at the same time you call me. So I think you have addiction. I
call you to see how it's.
So you know what?
Well, actually,
yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's my job.
You know what? It's my job.
My job to call you.
It's my job to fix the problem. I know you have addiction to me. So you just come over and I'll fix your issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I also told you not to wear low-cut tops at our meetings, and you're showing your cleavage now and obviously trying to show it
It shrunk. This is the only shirt I have, and it shrunk in the dryer. I mean, really?
You have one shirt now? You have one shirt. Why is that? Because you're naked most of the time because you're having sex with lots of people?
That's not true. That is not true. I have only one shirt because I'm poor. You don't understand that. And you have an addiction to me, and you don't even admit it. You have addiction to me. You're addicted to all those people. I think you have a problem. You call us every day, same time.
Well, okay. First, you said every Monday I called you. Now you're making up that I'm calling you every day. So why don't you go hang out with the lion stealing David? Because obviously you guys hang out together and plot things against me because you're both very antagonistic to my counseling. So I'm now going to go to the workaholic Janae, Well, let's see if she's back now or if she's frozen. No, she's moving. Good, she's moving. So Janae, you look like you're a little overworked. You got a pen in your hand. You've been working. I know when you left earlier, you pretended to be frozen so you could go do extra work. You don't need to bullshit me.
I would never bullshit you. You know, I've been at these meetings avidly. Okay. You know, I just have a lot to do, and I'm focused. You know, I don't work a lot. I feel like, you know, they thought I had COVID, and so they checked me in. And I just left even to get to this meeting. So I care a lot. I'm learning. I'm healing. Okay.
Uh-huh. Well, the last month we talked, you had 6 jobs, and each one of them, you know, you had to work at least a minimum of 6 to 20 hours. So I didn't know how many hours there is in a day. And you're doing it 6 days a week. And on the 7th day, you do volunteer work for charities, and then you work which is nice, but you're working all day for that too. So, you know, you got to give yourself a break.
Yeah, I take breaks, you know, that's legal. So I take a 15-minute break at the job. If I work less than 6.5 hours, then I just only take a 15. But if I work more than 6.5 hours, which I do most jobs, then I will take a 30-minute break. See, I take care of myself. I eat, you know, sometimes it's just a handful of nuts, and then or raisins or water. But I stay hydrated.
I also found out that you were able to secure the cocaine for Hunter. So obviously you're doing cocaine now too, so you can work harder.
So you're welcome, Hunter. You know, I'm usually just a helpful person. So it's not a bad thing that I'm helping other people, especially in this circle. I mean, who wants to come to meetings all the time to talk about their addictions? You know, I'm not addicted to work. I'm addicted to helping others. Okay, so see, I even volunteer. I help myself by making more money to pay my bills and to have more money than I know what to do with. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm here to help all of you, and it didn't seem like it worked very well, so maybe we'll all get together in 1 month again. And I remember I told you cannot meet on the outside, so Mr. Stealing David and sex addict, you know, Pina, you know, I just saw you call each other to set up a hookup. So I'm going to have our operators standing by to intercept any other phone calls. Anyway, this has been our addiction meeting, and that is our show, okay? So I'm going to introduce the cast again. This show will be put up in about 2 to 3 days on our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy. Our website's laconnectioncomedy.com. If you're interested in getting part of this, go to our website. We have contact numbers. My name's Kent Scove. I'm the host of the show and director of the LA Connection. Give me a call. We'll see if we can get you one of these shows. But most importantly, let's find out who the cast was again today. We have Stealing Problem David.
Hey, guys. See you
Brady.
later. Good to have you.
Brady. Inger.
Hey.
Sandy. Hunter. Emily. Pinar. Janae. And Bobby. Okay, everybody. Wave goodbye to everybody. Wave goodbye. We'll see you all in a month with this cast. Thanks for watching.